Breaking news. I guess the aliens in a meeting.
Welcome everybody on this episode of Turkey Talks. We got episode 7 today. We got Coach Bob as my co-host today. We got Coach Kenney here in the building as our special guest.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Of course. How does it feel to be on the podcast today?
Feels good. Got a lot of characters here, but I'm excited.
Great answer, Coach. All right, I'm going to start off with question 1 here. You're a wide receivers coach and a linebackers coach here at Valley View. Last year was your first year coaching the positions, but out of your first year, what would you say was your highlight of the year last year?
I would say my highlight wasn't even related to anything a wide receiver did because we struggled a little bit last year. But one of the cooler things to watch was Gavin Aprishko on the other side of the ball playing defense when he had one of the cooler interceptions we saw happen in our end zone down here. So that was one of the better highlights of the year for me.
Coach Bob, got anything?
Coach, I got a question for you. While you were in high school in Coach Reese's class, you did cheat, and how did you get caught?
Well, as a lot of people that probably had Coach Reese as a teacher already or are in the school, they are very well aware that I did cheat. Well, the way I cheated was a friend of mine. Him and I had a study guide or a test. I can't remember what it was, but I copied his down word for word all the way down to the spelling, and his spelling was wrong, so was mine. And Coach Reese caught on to that, and that was the beginning of the end of my time there.
That's awesome.
That's amazing to hear. All right, question number 2 here for me. In your past, you were a freshman football coach for many years and coached many players like me and my brother coming in next on like 2 more segments. And you coached a lot more talent on top of that. Out of all the years, what was your favorite year to coach? And don't have bias towards my freshman year.
It's hard to say that one year was my favorite year and not my favorite year. I think all my years when I coached was special just because of the relationships I built with all the players that I had the opportunity to coach. So I would mark them all as my favorite year because I enjoyed so much. But the overall times when we have opportunities to beat up on teams that might beat up on us on Fridays and we show up on a Monday and beat them up is always something I enjoy, so, especially beating prep. So whenever we have a chance to beat prep, that's usually one of my favorite times, especially when the guys are celebrating in here and having fun.
Of course, great answer, Coach. Coach Bob, got anything?
Yeah, I have your predictions this week. I was going to ask, what's your NFL predictions this week? This week's games.
We have the Eagles and Niners, so I'll take Philadelphia in a close one. We have the Chargers and Patriots. Give me the Patriots. We have the Jaguars and who?
Bills.
Bills. I'll take the Bills. That's a homer shot to my brother-in-law. He's a big Bills fan, so I hope they pull it off. And then I think we have not Philadelphia.
Texans and
Steelers on Monday night. Give me the curtain for Coach Viz.
Can't believe you went to Eagles.
Of course. I got another question to ask on top of that. Obviously, we know you're a Seahawks fan.
Mm-hmm.
Diehard Seahawks fan. One question here. I'm going to follow up with that. What is your Super Bowl prediction? Do you have faith in the Seahawks to make the Super Bowl? Because I do not.
Do I have faith? Yeah, if Sam Darnold doesn't throw a million interceptions in football games, I'll take them to make it there. But that's the issue that they have going on. Defensively, they're very good. It worries me when and if the Rams come to town and watching Puka Nacua and Matthew Stafford giving them problems is scary. That's one I didn't pick. I'll take the Rams too as well for my other pick. But yes, the Rams are my biggest worry going into divisional round weekend.
Of course. Coach Bob, got anything else?
I have a rapid fire here.
All right.
You give me one word association to the names I give you.
Okay.
Coach Scott.
Hilarious.
Coach Reese.
Crazy.
Coach Jeff.
Interesting.
Coach Bennett.
Awesome.
Kaz.
God bless him. That's not one word, but God bless him.
Coach Fizz.
My right-hand man. Not one word, but my right-hand man.
That's all I got. That was awesome. Wow. Kaz.
All right. Last question I'm going to ask here. As we know, we had trainer Josh on the podcast last week. He's a golfer himself, and you golf yourself here. In a 9-hole exhibition match between you two, who would end up with the lower score, you or Josh?
Josh would blow me out of the water, most likely. The guy spends more time golfing than he does working.
And that says a lot. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching this segment on Turkey Talks. This has been Coach Bob. This has been Coach Kenney. And you got any last words?
I have something real quick at the top. Could you come behind me real quick?
Yeah.
I just have something I want to.
Yeah, why not?
I have to. So I need to, if he could get behind me. So, Coach, we have this. Rubel said something to us around Christmas time in a conversation. I would like you to tell him what you said about Coach Biz and Coach here.
Okay, I'm gonna be as nice. Could I sit down? Could someone get up for me, please?
I'll get up.
Anybody, I don't care.
Yeah.
I want you to tell Coach.
Oh God, I want to be as nice as possible in this situation. Okay, so we were talking about something. We brought up like those 2 days where you were gone to like South Carolina or something.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought he was a lot more organized than you were.
Who?
Him.
Organized.
And in the coaching perspective and the practice.
You just
I was like,
that?
you did your own thing. I felt like he was very on schedule, but like better coach. I know who I think is a better coach if I say it, but like, yeah,
Why did you say it? They're both here.
I
I
think
put you right on the spot now.
I think he was a better coach overall because he was there for 5 years. Coach Dan Wislowski was only there for a year, and he did a phenomenal job with the team, but I didn't think it was going to do so good. So, I mean, but I
I
think he's
will say
overall
this. Coach Viz is way more organized than me. You can see me at my house. I am chaos through and through. Sometimes I lose track of time with things. So definitely, Coach Viz probably organized it way better than I could have.
better. All right, yeah, that's all I have. So, see you on the next segment of Turkey Talks. Welcome back to Rubal's Food Reviews, and today I am having a salad. Thank you, Danny Wislowski, for putting it in place, like making it. I don't know the word. Putting it. Thank you for him to put this together for me today, and thank you, Lily Chalkowski, for buying it, the ingredients to Danny to make it, and I'm gonna eat it. And let's see. As you know, I'm not really a salad type of person. And if you could see, I am wearing a Rocky costume, so let's dig into this today. Get tomato in there. Cheers. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, so Right, so I'm gonna eat a little more of this, like take chunks of this. Um okay. So alright, I'm gonna say my review on this. Salad. The jalapeno poppers gave me a little kick. No, I'm fine with that. The cucumbers are good. I'm gonna take a eat of this. And tomatoes are tomatoes. These croutons are really good. I'm gonna eat them. Let's rate this. All right. I'm gonna say this. I can't give it. So someone messed up clearly because they have this under 4 and 6. So we're gonna have to change that next week. So I'm gonna say it's a 6 on over the cookies, and like right. So I'm gonna say 6.5. So 6. So it's 7 McDonald's. 7. No, the Deer Hearts over the McDonald's. So 7, 7, 6, 6.5, 6, and then it goes on. Yeah, thank you for watching. See you next week on Turkey Talks.
All right. Welcome to Turkey Talks this week. Welcome to the trivia section. As always, if you hear this sound, Rubel got it first. And if you hear this sound, Coach Kenney got it first. You boys ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Question number 1. What song is sung during the 7th inning stretch in baseball?
Take me out to the ball game.
Correct. 1-0, Coach Kenney. Ryan is on a bad streak recently, so we got to pick this up. Question number 2. What country sent the Statue of Liberty to the U.S. as a gift?
France.
Correct. You think you got that first?
I'm not,
Instant replay. Instant replay. 2-0. You got to get it. You got to get it to win at least. What ocean borders the east coast of the United States?
The Atlantic.
Correct.
I don't know
3-0.
my east to my, what's the other thing, west? I don't know that.
Okay. Question number 4. What movie features an underdog American boxer in the 1980s?
Rocky, as I'm dressed in right now.
Correct. You kind of remind me of Rocky, actually. You look like him.
I have 100 pounds more than him.
Who are the 2 1 seeds in this year's playoffs?
The Seattle Seahawks and Denver Broncos.
Correct. Did he?
Can we do replay on that again?
I mean, it's 4-1, even if you did get it.
Fine.
All right. Well, 4-week losing streak for Rubel. We're gonna have to figure something out here, Rocky. What do you have to say?
I feel like I got a lot of these before him, but it's okay. I lose. I win next week against Coach Rodeo. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the next segment of Turkey Talk.
All right, what's up, everyone? This is Turkey Talks, episode 7. We're under our next segment here after Rubel's food review. Today we got Ben Evans in the building. So welcome. And today we got my co-host, Coach Bob, of course, forever and always. Ben, how are you excited to be on the podcast today?
I'm really excited. We've been talking about this for like months to set up the podcast, and it's like really cool that's actually happening. And I'm just happy to be on it.
Of course. Coach Bob, you want to start us off this time?
Yeah, I got to ask you a question. What is the one play in your high school career that you will never forget?
2024 district championship against Dallas. Last play of the game, the running back fumbled. I scooped it up and I scored a touchdown with no time left.
remember that.
And the cheerleaders ran onto the field.
I remember that.
All right. So we just had Coach Kenney in here for an interview. Ben, you played freshman football from your 7th grade year to your 9th grade year. Speaking of your favorite moment from your varsity career so far, what is your favorite moment from your freshman career and why? And take me through it play by play, or like what the play was like.
All right, that's a good question. I'm gonna say it's my freshman year against Honesdale. We blew them out, and I had like 5 touchdowns. And yeah, it was probably like the last kick return I had, making like everybody miss with no blockers. It was a really cool moment.
Coach Bob, got anything?
Yeah. How does it feel playing alongside your brother?
It's honestly a blessing being able to share the field with your brother. Being able to grow up with him and being able to share the field is like honestly something really cool.
Luke, now you don't want to ask something.
I mean, I'm just trying to come up with things off the top of my head here. So I got one question that I'm gonna ask here. It's gonna be a little bit of a fun one. Your Packers are in the playoffs. I just told Coach Kenney. I was just talking to him about the Seahawks. What are your predictions for this Packers versus Bears game coming up?
All right, we already know the Packers own the Bears, so Packers winning is like no doubt. The Bears suck, and after the Packers beat the Bears, we're gonna destroy the Seahawks, and we're gonna go win a Super Bowl.
I think that's a shot at Coach Kenney right there because he's a Seahawks fan. We'll see how that game goes. Coach Bob, got anything?
Yes. Out of the both of you two, who has the better hands?
That is a good question. I'm gonna say me, but I think it's up for debate though.
He did run a 4.9.
Yeah, but don't even go there. I still have the better hands any day of the week. Don't ever do that. I have the better hands. Never do that. Okay. I got one more question I'm gonna ask here. Let's see. I want to talk about something related to football here. Through your varsity career, just playing around a bunch of the guys, who is your favorite teammate you have played with across your 2 years so far playing varsity?
I'm definitely gonna say Gabe Davis. I've been playing football with Gabe for like since I was a little kid on like the C team, and being able to grow up with him playing football and all the way up till playing varsity till now, it's honestly like it's been really cool, and I love the kid. And yeah.
Coach Bob, anything else?
Yeah. What makes this team special?
I'm gonna say what makes our team special is our dedication into the weight room. Like how much people are buying into the program right now. It's really important. When people aren't showing up or working hard, we're not going to get a good team. But we have so many people buying in and listening to Coach Bob, and it's really making a difference. People are getting faster, stronger, and all the sort.
I completely agree with that. So my 40-yard dash last year went from a 5.2, and now it's down to a 4.9. So the program just keeps evolving. We're going to be so great this year, and I have nothing but high hopes. All right, everyone, this has been episode 7 of Turkey Talks. Thank you for listening to this segment. This has been my co-host, Coach Bob here. This has been Ben. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll move on to our next segment.
Who has the better hands?
Try to get in there quick. I got volleyball coming. Volleyball? Yeah.
It was a 5-4. It was a 5-4. It was a 5-4. Did it go?
10-1.
All right, what's up, everyone? This has been Turkey Talks episode 7, alongside my rooster right here, co-host right here, Coach Bob. We got the alien. Thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, we just saw the best hands competition. I guess we could say we won it, but let's see who in the season does better. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, we're going to send us off to the next episode.